I was terrified. I didn't know what to think. All I knew is something very, very bad happened. I was in soccer cleats and I took a shot on goal and my foot got stuck in the mud. And when I turned, my femur completely just shattered. It was a spiral fracture. So we went to see Dr. Robin West, who used to be with UPMC, and she knew something wasn't right and there needed to be a surgery. And she handed us to Dr. Volker-Musal, and it was the best thing that's ever happened to me.
When she was 11 years old, fractured her femur. And at the time, the femur fracture was treated with surgery, and then the tibia grew a little bit funny. And she had a hyperextension deformity of her knee. That means she couldn't extend her knee without the knee being almost doubled over in the back. So she was able to walk quite fine, but she couldn't run.
He went in and cut my tibia and took out the 1/2 inch of the deformed bone and put in 4 screws and 2 plates.
You know, recovering from an osteotomy, it's not a given that you can return to competitive sports. It's possible, and in her case it is possible because of her dedication to rehabilitation. She worked so hard to get back into the sport.
I had another surgery with a bone graft from my hip and 12 screws and 2 plates. I was scared, I was terrified. I had to rebuild myself because gymnastics is the biggest part of me. I thought about it all the time. I eat, sleep, and breathed it. Having the thought of not being able to be back into it was terrifying to me.
Well, what's special about Alyssa is her attitude. She has a tremendous positive attitude that's almost infectious. She comes into the office, she always smiles. And I could tell when she was in pain, I could tell the recovery was not easy for her. But she comes in, she lends a smile, and the positive attitude, I really believe, is what helped her heal this.
I was just really determined to get back in the sport that meant everything to me. I mean, I was terrified. There was the thought that I wouldn't be able to do gymnastics again. But if you set your mind to do something, you can do anything. I still have a lot of fear. The mental part is hard to get over, but I'm so thankful that I'm back in the sport. That means everything to me.
Yeah, and that's what we do. We pride ourselves in bringing athletes back to sports.
Dr. Musal is absolutely amazing. I would recommend him for anyone. He did everything for me. But definitely you need self-motivation too, and to not give up, because you can't give up. It comes from you. You need to stay strong and keep moving on.